Hi there. I'm still answering questions from students about faith and religion from the Catholic tradition. And this is a great question that won't be answered in 5 minutes, but I'm going to give my best shot. So this student's wondering about the Bible and wondering, how is the Bible different from the holy books of other religions? Which is awesome. And we could do tons of videos. Let me try to do it as quick as I can. So the Bible is really, really central in the Christian religion. The Old Testament and the New Testament are absolutely foundational and canonical. And basically, there's nothing in Christianity that can exist and be in contradiction to the scriptures. Within that, there's a wide variety of interpretation, but Christians all agree that the Bible is crucial. And that's actually not unusual for other world religions. So the number one place to start is Judaism. So actually, the Bible is not different from Judaism. It's just more, right? So in Judaism, the sacred scriptures are considered to be what's called the Tanakh, the Torah, the prophets, I can't remember the Hebrew word, and the writings. And those are essentially the same books of the Old Testament, sort of. Basically, if you pick up a Protestant Bible and read the Old Testament without what's called the Apocrypha, that's the same text that the Jewish people believe to be inspired by God. And so those are the same. Then we have the Muslims. And so the Muslims, those who practice Islam, their holy book is called the Quran. And the Quran is actually very different than the Christian Bible in structure, in style, and in language. So the Holy Quran is written in Arabic. It is considered by Muslims to be the very words that the angel Gabriel spoke, that were the words of God, speaking through the angel Gabriel to the Prophet Muhammad, who wrote them down verbatim. I don't know I don't know how Muslims agree and also disagree on kind of the interpretation or the understanding of that process. But that's the core of it. And so the Holy Quran is very, very sacred. My understanding is that most Muslims will choose to learn it in Arabic. That's the language it was written down in. And they will choose to learn it and learn Arabic, even if they are not Arabic themselves. And so there's a diversity in that. And there are translations of the Quran. But even I've seen translations will have, the local language. For me, it would be English. And then they'll have the Arabic on the facing page so that you actually can cross-reference that. And so that's really interesting on that. In Hinduism, the next largest world religion is Hinduism. And the Hindus also have sacred texts. And the oldest and kind of the core one is called the Veda. I'm not familiar enough with Hinduism to speak about it. But it's a very, very old text. It's older than the Bible. And it also has many stories about, I believe they are to be understood as stories of the gods and their participation in human activities. And I don't know too much more than that. The Buddhists do have sayings of the Buddha. So the other kind of religion is Buddhism. And they will have the sayings of the Buddha as he tries to teach people towards enlightenment. I'm not familiar with how those sayings have been written down and recorded and passed on. But one of the things that I'm going to add as a kind of like a tail end of this is that in each of these world religions, there are these core, maybe canonical texts that are really important, that are really at the foundation of this entire religious tradition. So they go to these texts for them. But in each of these, there are surrounding texts. So in Islam, there are, I believe the word is hadith. There are sayings that are kind of built on and kind of layered around the life and the teachings of the prophets and those who knew him and those who followed him and then continued the practice of Islam beyond his lifetime. The Jews have the Talmud, and the Mishnah and the other writings that are kind of expanding. And Christianity in every age has great saints and great teachers and great prophets who teach and explain the Bible to the people of their ages. So besides the core text, there are also surrounding texts that go beyond. Thanks for watching.